Hello class 7 children, how are you all? Students, today we are going to study the second part of this chapter inside our earth. In our previous video, we have studied about 3 layers of earth. These are crust, mantle and core. Next, today in this part, we will study about rocks and minerals. Do you know children, earth crust is made up of various types of rocks. In this picture also you can see different kind of rocks. So in different areas, in different geographical locations, different rocks are available. Now the question is, what is a rock? So a natural mass of mineral matter that make up the earth crust is called a rock. Okay, so rock is available where? It is available on earth crust. That is what? That is rock. And what is available on the crust? That is natural mass of mineral matter. In that minerals are available. Okay, and it is available on the earth crust and it make the rock. It is called rock. So rock can be in different colors, it can be in different size, it can be in different textures. Okay, next, if we talk about the types of rocks, so rocks are mainly these are of 3 types: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Let's study about them one by one. So before that, the word origin is very important. This word origin will help you to understand about these rocks. So the first word origin, this is igneous. You know children, this word igneous, it is made up by the word ignis, and this word ignis, this is taken from Latin word. Okay, so Latin word ignis, and Latin word ignis means fire. So igneous rocks, it is formed when the lava cools down. It is something like fire. It is very hot. It is like fire. So igneous rocks. Okay, very hot from very hot material it is formed. Okay, igneous. Next word, that is sedimentary. So the word sedimentary, the word origin of this word sedimentary is sedimentium, and the word sedimentium is also taken from the language Latin. Okay, and sedimentium means settle down. You know how sedimentary rocks are formed? When these small particles they are carried by air and water and they are settled down at one place, and when they take with heat when they take the form of a rock, so that time they become sedimentary rock. Okay, next is metamorphic. So metamorphic, it is a Greek. It is taken from a Greek word metamorphos. Okay, so metamorphos meaning is change of form. It means changing forms. So those rocks which change their form because of heat and pressure, so these are called metamorphic rocks. Now let's study about igneous rock. Okay, so when the molten magma cools and it becomes solid, so in that condition, when it cool down and it becomes solid, the rock is the rock is called igneous rock. And igneous rock is also of 2 types. One is extrusive and second is intrusive. So these words can help us to understand about extrusive and intrusive rocks. Extrusive are those rocks when lava come out and on the earth crust it cool down. This is extrusive. And under earth, when it cool down, this is called intrusive rocks. Can you imagine lava coming out from the volcanoes? You can see in this picture lava coming out from volcanoes. It is of red color. Okay. So here also you can see in this picture, okay, lava coming out from under earth. So lava is actually very red molten magma coming out from the interior of the earth. Okay, it come on earth's surface. When the material, this hot red material, this remain under earth, that time it is called magma, and when it come out on earth's surface, then it is called lava. Okay, so when this molten lava comes on the earth's surface and this rapidly cools down and it becomes solid. After cooling down, it becomes solid. It take shape of a rock. Okay, so that is how rocks are formed in such a way. So these rocks are called, extrusive igneous rocks. Extrusive because lava come out on the earth's surface, it cooled down and the rocks are prepared, the rocks are ready. These rocks are called extrusive igneous rocks. Now some features of extrusive igneous rocks. Their grains are very fine in structure, so they have a very fine grained structure. Example is basalt. These basalt rocks in India, these are found in Deccan Plateau. Okay, so this is extrusive. Now let's talk about intrusive igneous rocks. So these intrusive igneous rocks are those rocks when this molten magma cooled down, it cools down deep inside the earth crust. So that time these are the rocks are prepared, so those rocks become those are formed. These are called intrusive igneous rocks. Since they cool down slowly because they are under earth. Okay, so there is also heat now. There is heat and pressure also. So they cools down slowly and form large grains. Large grain structure are there. This is found in these rocks. So these are the example of such rocks, and the example is granite. Now let's talk about the second part of the second type of rock. So these are sedimentary rocks. Rocks roll down, crack, hit each other and broken down into small fragments because of many of the natural activities, because of weathering and because of some natural forces. These rocks, they break down into very small pieces. Okay, very small pieces. So these smaller particles, these are called sediments. And these sediments, these are transported by two forces. Which are these two forces? One is wind and next one is water. So because of wind and water, they are transported, these particles transported from one place to another. So these loose sediments are compressed and hardened. Actually, at any place when they settle down, so with the time these sediments are compressed and they become hardened, and later on with time they take shape of a rock. So that is how sedimentary rocks they are naturally formed. So such kind of rocks are called sedimentary rocks because they are formed by the sediments, by the depositional activities, by the deposition of sediments. For example, sandstone. Sandstone is the good example of this. Okay, and these rocks may also contain fossils. Fossils, you understand, remains of plants and animals. Their remains, these are called fossils. So fossils of plants and animals and other microorganisms, they once lived in that area on them. So these are fossils. So in this area fossils are found. In this first picture you can see in a sedimentary rock, this any material, some living organism, its fossil is available. Okay, and these are formed layer to layer. In second picture their layer to layer structure you can see. Okay, so next we have metamorphic rocks. So under great heat and pressure, igneous and sedimentary rocks, they change their form and it become metamorphic rock. Two example we have clay. Under great heat and pressure, this clay change its form and it becomes slate. Second example we have, that is limestone. Under great heat and pressure, this limestone, it change its form and it become marble. Slate. Slate is that slate, black color stone. On that sometime you write also. Okay, that is slate. And marble, this is used to make the floors. In our houses. Okay. Next, uses of rocks. So these rocks are used to make variety of buildings, roads, houses, etc. Variety of minerals we find in these rocks. Precious gems also found in these rocks, and various kind of sculptures and statues are formed with the help of these rocks. So these rocks are used in decoration and in artwork also. And children play many kind of games like seven stones, pittu, and this is kit and gitti. Actually, generation back, children used to play such kind of games. Now children play in games in Android phones, but you can try. Okay, so next you can see in this picture, this is red sandstone. Okay, it is used in Red Fort. So the monument Red Fort, it is made with the help of red sandstone. And this is a rock, a sedimentary rocks. Okay, next you can see this is marble is used in Taj Mahal. Now let's understand what is a rock cycle. Rock cycle, when this magma come out on earth's surface, it cool down and become igneous rock. Okay, so this is what when magma come out and become igneous rock. After that, many natural forces are applied, and this igneous rock, weathering take place. Its particle they become sediments, and they are transported from one place to another. They gather, depositional activities take place, and with time it become sedimentary rock. After that, under great heat and pressure, this sedimentary rock, it change its form under great heat and pressure, and it become metamorphic rock. And this metamorphic rock also, under great heat and pressure, what happened? It become molten magma, and again it take the form of igneous rock. So that is how magma, it come out, it become igneous rock. After that, these changes into particles, and these particles then they deposit, they solidify, it becomes sedimentary rock. And after that, under great heat and pressure, sedimentary rock also and even igneous rock also, these both the rocks, they can become metamorphic rock. Okay, and under great heat and pressure, this metamorphic rock also, this also can change its form. This metamorphic rock, it can be liquid, and again it can be a igneous rock. So that is how this cycle of changing the form of these rocks, it keep going on. Okay, and this is called rock cycle. Okay children, now next we have minerals. So what are minerals? These minerals, rocks are made up of different kind of minerals, and these minerals are naturally occurring substance. Naturally these are found. Okay, and they have certain physical properties and definite chemical composition. So these are minerals, and these minerals are very useful for us because we use them in different kind of purposes. So we use them as a fuel also. For example, coal, in many kind of plants and many kind of industries, this coal is used as a source of energy, and natural gas also, petroleum also. Our vehicles run with the help of petrol, that also. So they are also used in industries, iron, aluminium, gold, uranium, our day-to-day work, day-to-day items, these are made with the help of these minerals. So children, in this chapter we have studied about different layers of earth, and these layers are crust, mantle and core. Crust, there is continental crust and oceanic crust. Continental crust is called Sial, and oceanic crust is called Sima. Okay children, after that we have studied about the second layer of earth, that is called mantle, and that's width is 2900 kilometer. Okay, next we have studied about this third layer of earth. Its radius is 3500 kilometer. It is called Ni because of availability of nickel and ferrous. Okay, Ni is taken from nickel and Fe is taken from ferrous, containing iron, those things containing iron, ferrous. So it is called Ni, having very high temperature and very high pressure. After that, we have done rocks and minerals, and different kind of rocks are available on earth, and these rocks are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. We have done children, igneous rocks are those which are formed because of cooling down of this hot magma. Igneous rocks, also known as primary rocks, it has two parts, extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks. Second one is sedimentary, when different kind of sediments they settle down, and when they take the form of a rock, so these become sedimentary rock. It is formed because of sediments, and fossils are found in these rocks. Then metamorphic rock, when igneous and sedimentary rock under great heat and pressure they change their form, so it become metamorphic rocks. So clay changes into slate, and limestone changes into marble. These two examples we have studied. uses of rocks we have done. These rocks are very useful in our day-to-day life. Okay, in building material, these are used in making roads, and many useful things are made by them. Precious gems are found in them. Decoration items, these are used in arts, sculpture, and statues are formed with the help of these rocks. So this is it, children. These are our monuments also. These are found by these rocks. Rock cycle we have done. Then minerals, and these minerals are also very useful for us in our day-to-day life. Many kind of things are prepared. We extract these minerals from these rocks, and many kind of metals are prepared, like this copper, iron, and this is aluminium. Many kind of things, from needle to aeroplane. These are we make these things from with the help of these minerals. Okay, and even in our food also we use them. So children, this is it in this chapter. I hope you understand all the concept in this chapter. So children, thank you very much for watching this chapter, and have a nice day.